What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Members Live. I'm doing a lot of stuff in my house. You got a different angle of my room. It's still cluttered. It's not gross in here. It's just cluttered. But I got it where I can actually stand when I'm working my regular job and when I'm doing live streams. So it's not good to sit too much. So, because sometimes we're sitting here for 2-3 hours. I want to be able to stand, maybe lift weights a little bit every once in a while, like for 5 minutes while we're on the topic, if I need to. So that's all it is. But then I did so much work today, I'm tired. So I'm sitting anyway. I'm sitting on my bed. And then there's room now in here for a chair too, like an office chair in case I need it. I hope everyone's having a great night. This topic is not clickbait. It's according to a scooper. So I will be covering that. And I honestly, I kind of, just to give you a little preview, I think it's BS. I didn't watch it ahead of time, so this is going to be a blind reaction of just Sneider and the hot mic that's making the rounds, and I kind of think it's BS. Besides James Gunn not doing what I want in his social media activity, I don't think his stuff's a mess. That's just a little preview, but I want to do reaction. I'm joined by member CJH. Go check out the after show on CGH Entertainment. Go check out the interview he did with me. It's one of the best interviews I've ever done. And honestly, compared to where we both started, Doppelganger from Canada, we both made a lot of progress from where we first started. My first live stream and the first time we collaborated. We've progressed. So I'm not going to be up to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I said, too bad my channel's flatlined, but
at least going. I've come for some reason. I've been recommending people doing shorts, and for some reason, my shorts have not been getting the views like they did a month ago.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that the topics aren't hot enough. I don't know. Just keep going. YouTube always changes it. You got to do a variety of things. Do shorts, but also do pre-record vids too, or cutouts from your live stream. You never know what's going to pop. It's weird. YouTube is weird. It's a constant battle. If you're going to be a YouTuber, it's a constant struggle. So that's why I really do appreciate.
I don't know why my camera glitches like that sometimes.
I don't know why either.
Weird.
So
I'm in
Isaac's here, Keely Chow. Remember, please like the video. Also, if you're new to this channel, we have a lot of difference of opinions. We collaborate regularly with members. There's members mailbag and member streams and more to come. So if you haven't already, it's 99 cents and above to join. And there's a lot of benefits. And I think my goal is to always strive for more. It's just, times are tough for everyone. I'm financially strapped myself. I bought too many tapes, CJH. You and Voltaire warned me. It's actually your fault.
Oh, yeah.
You brought it up first.
You into VHS.
Yes, you brought it up first. I was feeling.
See, I tried to. I was gonna get you into Legos, and then I was like,
I'm glad
It's
I'm not
gonna
into
be-
Legos because
you're
Legos
gonna
are
go
more
down.
expensive.
It all goes downhill from there.
Because at least VHS and music cassette tapes, I could still find some for $1 or $3. You know,
Yeah.
Legos are hard to come by for a cheap price.
Yeah, but the triple in price, that's the problem.
Yeah. And then
triple in price,
60,
and then you can sell them.
60% of viewers that watch this channel are not subscribed yet. If you did actually hit that subscribe button, you would change our status on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
but,
all up to you. It's all up to you, the viewer.
On my channel, it's 80%.
Well, you know, it is annoying to do that. I know it's annoying for YouTubers to ask, but it really makes a difference. And keep reminding them, and appreciate if you did make that choice. And if you watch the live streams on the replay, leave a comment of how you like the show, questions you have. Maybe I will start to include questions from non-members at the very end. Not a lot. If you leave a comment on a live stream on the replay crew. But if you want that, you have to put hashtag replay crew and leave a comment or question. I'm not going to do a lot of those. I'm not going to do a lot of those.
Are you going to...
But I want to try to encourage...
Here's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, say someone comments a question.
They come after members. Members are the VIP.
Yeah. No, I mean, say... Or even you do a member thing, wherever, blah, 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 right? What if you did a short that it was you responding to the comment?
That's a good idea. Yeah. I could probably do a short in response to your comment. I want to see if I could get people that watch on the replay to engage with the video besides, maybe you like the video, but maybe you don't leave a comment. So leave a comment.
But maybe that could, like, encourage people to comment.
Yeah,
like,
I'll do a short I'll do a 60-second short on your question or comment. Yeah. That's a good idea, CJH.
See, sometimes I have good ideas.
Great. Another annoying top. Jacob. Stick with me, Jacob. I'm on James Gunn's side on this. I didn't.
Oh, wait, are we talking about James Gunn again?
Is DC kind of a mess? Will the Justice League be a joke?
Oh, no.
But this is from the. Don't give me any clues, CJH. I didn't watch the Jeff Sneider hot mic episode yet. We're not going to watch the whole episode.
We're taking facts from Scoopers.
I like to talk about Scoopers. I'm not telling anyone to believe it. I want to hear what he has to say. I'm going to start covering.
Not only that, and I myself have. I'm pretty bad with this when it comes to leaks. So you remember that post that Ryan Reynolds said where it's like leaks ruin the movie.
Well, I will try not to. I will try not to cut. If there's leaks, I will try to be careful with that. But if there's like rumors of what's going on behind the scenes at Lucasfilm or DC,
I feel like the same thing goes towards like scoops and all that. It
I don't.
Ruins. Like, say somebody says, like, the scoops that had like Toby, they knew that Toby was going to be in the new Spider-Man, No Way Home. How would that have been had you not known going into the movie?
Yeah, that I understand. I don't want to spoil. It's a fine line. I don't want to spoil anything. I like the behind the scenes stuff that happens, and I like hearing about the industry, what they're thinking at DC Studios. Right off the bat, I think this is BS.
That stuff should be explored after the fact, after you've seen the movie.
You're putting too many. This is movie talk, CJ. This is entertainment talk. I don't want to spoil the story plot points, but this is exciting to me. And honestly, I think I'm not gonna. I think before I even watch the video, I think I'm gonna be like Jeff Sneider, which I usually give a little bit of credit to. I think he's full of it on this one. I don't think his DC is a mess. Besides him not using
huh? It's his James
Well, he
Gunn's
from
DC
insiders,
isn't
from
even out
insiders.
yet.
He's called Sneider the Insider. CJH. So he's called the Insider from what he's hearing from people working at Warner Brothers still. I'm guessing that's where he's getting this info. Patty Jenkins, he mentions that in it. I don't know. So the DC universe, cinematic universe, was a mess on the way out. Thank you, Isaac. I appreciate that. So let me bring up Roca.
I feel like that was more like they didn't know which direction to go once the reboot was, because the reboot was inevitable.
Well, eventually, yeah. I think they could have tried harder to wrap it up, but it's kind of just like loose ends. But that's what the industry does, honestly, a lot of times. John Roca? Hot mic. Let me see. All right, and I put it in the can you see in the description of this video, what's the timestamp? I think 21 minutes.
That's not how you do timestamps on your
Wait a second. Big Star Wars news. Maybe this was last week's hot mic. Maybe I'm that. Yeah. Which one was this?
I don't know. I don't watch Scoopers, so.
Well, they've been doing a lot of hot mics. I can't even find the right one. Hold on a second. Where's the DC? Oh, this is embarrassing. I had it downstairs, but then I moved upstairs. Hold on. It was this week. Hot mic.
It's as bad as
3Ds.
After Show where there's no prep.
Someone else is coming in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, crazy Joe.
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
Hey.
Now,
I'm very white.
You're really,
you are.
Really blurry. Yeah.
I'm the whitest man around.
Wipe your camera with your thumb, because it's not only white, it's like fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Yeah, you should need to clean the camera.
Try turning the lens.
There is no lens. It's just the little dot.
Okay.
Because mine, I can change the lens and change how blurry it is and all that.
Well, I'm trying to find.
I probably just ruined it, but
I'm trying to find the hot mic where they talk about James Gunn.
now I'm shorter.
And in the scooper. I know you're not a big fan of scoopers, Joe. This is one of the people take this guy more seriously because he gets on camera.
They're big. They're very handy if you're walking your dog. Pooper scoopers, that is.
What did you think of my take on the scoopers, Joe? Where it's like they use scoopers, they spoil the movie. Would you like not knowing that Toby was going to be in No Way Home?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I said, it wasn't spoiled for me because a scooper can come out and say X is going to happen, but you don't know if they're full of shit until you're sitting there. So you're not spoiled because they could be right, they could be wrong, and you don't know until the moment happens.
But it's spoiled if they're right.
Well, not really, because I didn't know if they were going to be right.
Oh man, 3 days. It has to be 3 days ago.
What are we talking about?
When I could get to a smaller video, but I want to get to the full reaction because he also talks about Patty Jenkins.
He's talking about James Gunn again. How he's ruining the DC.
Ruining? He hasn't done anything yet.
That's what I said.
How do you ruin something when you haven't done anything yet? Hang on
How
a
is
second. I'm gonna.
Max's camera more clear than mine or Joe's?
Well, mine it's because of the lighting. Hang on. I'll turn the lights on.
Sorry, everyone. Look at 31 times. Maybe they had the wrong timestamp downstairs. That's what it is. You know what it is? I looked at the audio podcast and they have a different one. 31 minutes. No, that's Madam Web.
I just finished watching Amazon Women on the Moon.
All right. Let me just bring this up. Amazon Women on the Moon.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it since like the 80s. This is one of those movies that's like got a lot of really funny parts, but the parts are greater than the sum.
So I'm wearing
not a great film.
You like this angle better? Do I look more professional on an angle?
Not really.
Not really. Thank you.
Well, I say this because the room's kind of messy like mine.
It's not messy, it's cluttered. I was going through some stuff and it was the time I was
also you're on a bed. So
yeah, CGH, are you wearing a cape? Yes, he's wearing a cape.
No, it's not cape, it's a blanket.
I'm not wearing a cape, but
I'm cold.
But
I have a cape.
I'm Skexy and I know it.
Skeksis.
And I just don't think I don't know.
If you're just getting here, remember to thumbs up the video. You should say yes. I have a cape. You know, my mother made me a cape. We were poor, but my mother made me a Superman cape. I still have it.
The pajamas.
I still have it somewhere.
Little movie perp is still bunking over at my place.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's it going? Little movie perp.
You look more professional. Thank you.
Sounds exactly like him.
I need to get a second camera.
There's a little movie perp. Yeah.
It looks exactly like
him.
This one's less annoying though.
Watching some horror movies. Watching some. Hey, Max.
Let's take down
Max's
channel.
Look, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna play something right now. It's gonna get your channel again. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. All right. Let me see this. I don't know if this is the right one, but he is talking something about James Gunn here.
Wait, Joe, you gotta interrupt more often, or it won't be accurate.
I know he's taking on some of the CGH of interrupting with random stuff. It's from 3 days ago. If you have any more timestamps for me, this is the 3 days ago one. Yeah. 3 days ago. I looked on that
guy. Wasn't he used to be in Collider or something?
Yeah.
That guy used to be on with Campia. I don't know the Sneider guy, but Roca. I know Roca used to be on with Campia like back in the old Collider movie talk days. I don't like this guy. He picked a fight with my buddy Junkman. So Roca.
Roca.
Look,
I like Roca. I was on with him Roca once.
I'll tell you this. You could I have a thick skin. You can say anything you want about me. I don't get offended. But I'm very loyal to my friends. You go after my friends, I start getting pissed off. Yeah, Junkman. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was on my channel once.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. Good dude.
Yeah, I like Junkman. Junkman was on my channel once too by accident. He clicked the wrong link. Whenever we had the lounge, and we used to post, me and Enosh would take turns. I'd post my link and his, and he'd post his link. He accidentally came in. He's like, "Where am I?"
Did you talk about action figures with him?
No, not much. He's just like, "Oh, okay."
You know, he's going to be on the next season of a toy store near you. You ever see that show, A Toy Store Near You?
No, that sounds like a cool show.
It's a great show. Is there
any in my area?
They're all over the place. The 6th season just aired. It's on Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. Free. If you got Amazon Prime, it's on there. And they just take a local toy store and spotlight it for a half hour, talk about the toy store, the history of the store. Really cool show. Started during the pandemic, and it's just kept going. And the new seasons, they're getting YouTubers who specialize in toys and getting them to do segments talking about some of the toys in the stores. They've had Dan Larson, Pixel Dan has done a couple. But Junkman shot some scenes that are going to be on the next season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sat backstage on Roka's live stream, and he was like, "Fine, I'll bring him in." I put in the private chat, "I promise I'm not going to be weird," even though I had a mask on. And he finally let me on. I like him. He gets very political, but you know what? So a lot of people. I don't care.
How'd you get the link? Like, I mean, if he wasn't sure he wanted to let you on.
He put the link in the chat.
Oh.
And he was monitoring. He's like, you know, you got to be nice if you want to come on and ask a question or something. He was letting on one people at a time. Hey, Anthony, how's it going?
It's George Clooney.
I really wish this was the new Batman. I really do. Look at that smile.
Well, I'm going to be honest. They should have just powered through and been like, yeah, that's going to be the new Batman.
Maybe I should get camera here and then camera 2 right here.
Do you imagine if like Chris O'Donnell came back as Nightwing?
No,
I think that's a bit much. Yeah, he's he's
if
not.
If he would have come back, he would have been in the Flash movie next to
George Clooney ages like wine, like fine wine.
Yeah,
Chris O'Donnell is not even in the zeitgeist.
Yeah, I think he's doing what? I think he's a TV star now. Like,
if we're being honest, Chris O'Donnell sucked when he was popular.
Damn.
Wow. Hot takes.
Damn, that is.
Well, let's see.
I mean, he's not that bad. He's not Josh Hartnett, but
Josh Hartnett really surprised me in Oppenheimer.
He was amazing in Oppenheimer. Whoa, wait a minute. Damn, that's wow.
Do you think it would have been more of an impact had Christian Bale being at the end of Flash?
No, Christian Bale would have put more people than.
I don't want to see that. I honestly don't want to see Christian Bale come back. He did the trilogy. The last one I didn't really like. I like him as Batman, but I kind of think he started phoning it in as Batman.
I want Joseph Gordon-Levitt to return.
Joey G. Levitt.
I mean, Joseph. I mean, yes, but not the character.
They had their chance to spin it off in that movie, and they didn't.
They had that chance so many times. We even heard Zach talk about it, Nolan many times.
It could be Nightwing.
I wouldn't mind Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Bruce Wayne. But I don't want to see John Blake.
Well, now he's when he did Dark Knight Rises, it would have been good. But now he could, why not just do Bruce Wayne? That's great, Joe.
Yeah, whatever they do, the open casting call.
Get Ryan Johnson the director.
That would confuse a lot.
He is Bryan Johnson's best friend, though.
No, get Ryan Johnson then. I don't care. People think I hate Ryan Johnson. No, I just don't like.
No, he's a good director.
I don't want to get into this debate again, but I don't think I'll be fine if they have Muschietti, but I don't think Muschietti is still gonna direct it, even though he was announced.
Why wouldn't he?
Doubt it.
Why wouldn't he?
Because the movie didn't do great, you know.
So what?
Okay. Well,
he's not
Hollywood's very reactionary. That's why.
Yeah, well, James Gunn hired him based on his performance in that movie. How the movie did at the box office.
No, he announced it before the movie came out.
It's the fact that movie probably won't happen until like a decade.
No,
I
don't like that either.
I think that's the next. They gotta do the Batman.
But you're looking
Robert
first. You look
Benson Batman.
You first looking at Superman first, then Supergirl after that, and then maybe the Batman or the
who here? Let's get a vote. I'm going to clip this out. Who here still thinks Muschietti is still going to do Batman Brave and the Bold? It was announced before the box office came in. The result.
Yeah, absolutely. The box office was irrelevant. Doesn't matter.
I don't think it's irrelevant. I never think box office is irrelevant. Hollywood's very reactionary. In my opinion, Joe.
I would say this. What Christopher Reeve's daughter said yesterday in Family, that's disgusting. What W did.
Well, if you have a link, put in the private chat, Anthony, we could cover that. But let's get your reaction to what. This is why I love Joe. We get a really difference of opinion. My opinion is
should have been Brandon Ruth.
Very reactionary, and I don't think there's been so many instances of directors where they're announced for something and then something gets bad reactions.
Well,
and then they just don't move forward. They don't get fired. They just don't move forward.
James Gunn doesn't do that.
Isn't he a horror guy? So
Yeah, he's a good horror
maybe
director.
he has it. Maybe it's
Well,
like
they'll
Ryan
spin it and
Johnson's
say he's too
trilogy,
busy.
where
He's too busy, right?
yeah, exactly. He'll
He's
come
busy
up
with
with
the
a
It
new
franchise,
idea.
doing the Welcome to Dairy
Yeah.
show or something.
There's
That's
there's
what
not a chance he doesn't make that movie. Not a chance.
I will say
Okay.
that I give it a 30% chance of happening
Of him,
I mean,
of the
that's
movie
it.
at all, or with him?
with him.
With him, okay.
If it
Or
happens,
maybe
if it happens, I mean, okay. If it doesn't, I mean, whoever they get,
I mean,
whoever they get, I wouldn't be fine.
what could happen is like Marvel might be like, come over here.
I don't think anyone's banging down the door for him to do a superhero movie at this time.
No, I think
Other
I like,
movies,
I like what James
Are you
Wan is
kidding?
I like what James Wan is doing. He's
I
like,
know
okay,
you
I'm
love
gonna
the
go- I'm
Flash,
gonna-
Joe. I'm saying
Everybody loved the Flash.
Oh,
Everybody
Jesus.
loved the Flash.
Okay.
It was what do you call it? You had Tom Cruise coming out saying how much he loved that movie. Like he's
Yeah,
Hollywood,
because
But
he
there's-
got
he's
his.
gold right
Yeah, because
now.
he got a
He is
deal with
Hollywood
Warner Brothers.
gold right now.
Okay.
Ezra is not coming back though.
No, Ezra won't be back.
Okay. Well, what's the percentage you would put on it, CJ? So we'll end with Joe. What percentage do you think that it's 50-50? I'm about 25. Anthony's about 30. What's your percentage, Joe?
Because you don't
Muschietti
know
is
what
going to
could
direct
come
Batman: Brave and the
come
Bold.
up, right?
100%.
100%,
You
not
might have
even
an
99.
idea.
100%.
I mean, the only chance of it not happening is if he suffers a major accident and doesn't exist a year from now.
Don't put that in the world.
Yeah, I don't want it to. I'm just saying that's the only chance he doesn't make the movie.
If Daniel Martin, if Superman Legacy does underperform, which I don't expect it to.
No, not a chance.
I don't, because there's
No.
going to be a
The
huge gap between
the
these two
general
movies.
audience outside of the
Well,
Suicide
they're gonna.
Squad came out
What are they
doing
going to do?
2020.
They're going to release Joker 2. They're going to release
That's this year.
Penguin.
That's this year.
Yeah,
Penguin. Yeah, and Creature Commando.
In Creature Commando, and then but
That's
in
it.
2025, it's that whole 7 months of nothing until.
No,
Legacy.
Batman. No, it will be Superman Legacy and then the Batman 2 in October. And then that's
Hey,
it.
Larry,
Really, it doesn't matter how Superman Returns performs
Hey,
at the box
Larry,
office.
send me
It's gonna
links
go
of
on
your
no matter
band
what.
stuff in Twitter so I could check it out later. I've been listening to a lot of music lately. I want to hear what you're up to.
Do you think Deadpool and like the Batman might revive people's interest in superhero movies?
Yeah.
I mean, the Batman.
And
I've been saying it. Superhero movies are going to be huge in
help
2025. Their superhero movies are going to be huge in 2025.
Well, because of which ones they are.
And also
Deadpool
because there's going to be a year off and people are going to be starved for it.
That's true.
Oh, Larry, I'm also making a mixtape of current music I'm listening to. So yeah, I'd like to put a song in there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the superhero movies always gonna do well. I want to see. I know there's 3 DC stuff coming out this year. The Creature Commando, the Penguin,
that's what
and
needs to be
and
done.
the Joker.
So
I just want to see all
Hang
3
on.
of them.
Marvel needs to take another break.
I need to explain something to Anthony because Anthony says that's why it bombed hard because everybody loved it. Anthony, when a movie bombs, it has nothing to do with quality. That's not how it works. When a movie bombs, it means nobody saw the movie. That's what it means. It means nobody saw the movie. And if nobody saw the movie, they don't know if it was good or not because they quite literally did not see it. That's why some of the greatest movies of all time were box office bombs, like Citizen Kane was a box office bomb. The Wizard of Oz was a box office bomb. Blade Runner, Tron, the Big Lebowski, some of our greatest films ever. Yeah. Well, no, the second one did not bomb. The second one was considered something of a disappointment.
It underperformed what they wanted,
but it was enough that they greenlit a sequel because they were going into production on Tron 3 several years ago, 2015, and it was only canceled for the absolute batshit stupid reason that Tomorrowland bombed at the box office. I don't know who made that decision, but it was dumb.
Daft Punk should return.
Well, Robotic
return.
Trade, good
I believe
question.
it.
We used to have like 8. Now it's like 4. So that's
bro.
Yeah, and we're gonna have 0. They're coming off 0. So
yeah, listen, bro. The last time we have one. The last time we have one Marvel movie was The Avengers, and that was back in 2013 or 12, whatever it was.
There might be 4, but like no one's gonna see the Sony movies.
I'm just telling
And
you, I don't. That franchise. Ugh.
and like
I
Deadpool
don't
might do
know
well.
about that. Madam Web is in a great position to surprise a hell of a lot of people. It's coming out. It's coming out at a dead time when there's not a lot out. If word of mouth gets out and it's a really great movie,
Yeah,
I think
when it opens with a C- cinema score. and
I
it
don't
bombs
I don't count the Sony movies. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't count the Sony movies on.
We know you, Anthony.
Well,
doesn't.
we know you don't. Craven might do well though.
Let's get to the actual
Well, Aaron
reactions.
Taylor Johnson is a star
Well,
in
I
Hollywood.
think
So yeah, of
more
course.
Russell Crowe might actually draw people in.
Oh yeah, because he's playing his dad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's start to react to this. I just don't see where it's a mess. Besides, like the loose ends from the previous movies, I think that's a mess.
I don't like we haven't seen anything. I don't understand what is a mess like.
Well,
It's just
he's saying he's probably saying from people he's talked at Warner Brothers, DC Studios. Let's hear.
To be honest, I don't think any of these. I don't think that is possible. Okay, like we'd like to believe that it is.
Yeah.
But Marvel has not been like that. I mean, maybe the movies were successful, so you didn't hear about as much turmoil. But now you're hearing about it all the fucking time.
Right.
And I'll tell you that something that has.
Wait, pause it.
What's he
Who's the
talking
guy-
about?
Who's the scooper? Cameron Pashi or whatever his name is.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Cameron Pasha, the Mr.
That's
Clean.
who this kind of reminds me of.
No, I put him better.
Yeah,
in the
just
category
this whole interview.
What's he
This
talking
No,
comes
this is
off
not an
as-
interview. This is
Well, you've
a
seen it
podcast
already,
they do every
CJ,
week,
right? I haven't
every
seen
day,
this
every
yet.
No, I didn't watch it, but he just comes off as like not true.
On
not
it. Okay,
honest.
here's. I put him in a better category. I don't think scoopers are always right. I don't think they're always wrong. I say 50-50 on scoopers. I say 50-50 on the studio's announcements too, honestly. And that's part of the reason. But he does not play to an audience like Pasca.
No, he doesn't.
Pasca tries to fit a narrative.
Mm-hmm.
This guy just reports whatever.
But what's he talking about?
Like
we
John
came
Roca's viewers are usually extremely positive about entertainment. They're very progressive too. So I don't know why he would say this.
But we started this clip and he goes, I don't see how that's possible. What is he talking about? What's possible?
There's
I don't
something
know.
that probably happens way before.
All right, I'll have to rewind. All right.
Ask that question mainly because I just don't care. But I will next time I huddle up. I will ask.
Well, what's your impression though as you hear all of this coming out of Star Wars? And let's end on this.
Okay.
Let's end this topic on this question. Like, what's your impression as you're hearing all of this news and all of this stuff
Oh, you were
coming
talking
down?
about the race stuff.
Do you
Oh, yeah,
sense
remember.
this is
The
stability, or do you sense that
I'm
it's still a
sorry, I
little
don't do
wobbly trying to?
impressions.
Well,
I remember he was talking about the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, he kind
in
of
the
like
Ray- in the-
segues
in the
right
day-
into James Gunn. Yeah,
in the Dave Filoni stuff and the Mando release dates of the movie.
I know,
and-
Anthony. It is.
For Daniel's comment, no, he's no longer trusted. James Gunn has contradicted, like.
I mean, yeah, he debunked
times.
James Gunn debunked his.
He gets a lot of stuff right too, but he also is he's compromised because he depends on Patreon funds.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
mean, he makes a lot of money from
let's
that.
see what he says about Star Wars too. I don't know.
Find their legs again as they go back to the theatrical market.
I sense it's still a little wobbly.
Okay.
No, I think it's still. I think you're just constantly like second guessing yourself. You know, in that position where it's like, is this the right way to go? Is this what fans want? Is this, you know, I don't know that it's like a clear vision, but to be honest, I don't think any of these. I don't think that is possible. Okay, like we'd like to believe that it is.
Yeah.
But Marvel.
You think all these universes can have a clear vision?
Oh,
I do. I think MCU has had a good.
I think Star Wars might have the most vision now
on TV for sure. Yeah, from
Or
TV shows.
Filoni is in charge. I
Yeah,
think
because
they
he has
might
one
actually
vision.
have-
Yeah, he has the one
Yeah.
vision that he's gonna tell his storytelling with
Well,
Jon
it's gotta be
Favreau.
mostly Ahsoka, but you know, it is.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what he's going to
But
probably
it's
transition. Whoa.
not been like that. I mean, maybe the movies were successful, so you didn't hear about as much turmoil, but now you're hearing about it all the fucking time.
Right, right.
And I'll tell you that's something that hasn't really been reported yet, and I just heard vague whispers, but like,
Oh, okay. Is this where he's going to talk about?
I think
your
so.
DC is
Can't remember.
kind of a mess too.
DC is kind of a mess too. But he's okay. Now because this was taken out of context, Joe, that it was passed all around Twitter. It was to try to fill narratives.
Well, you know,
He's
Twitter,
ba-
they
he's
never
basically
watch the
saying
stuff.
all the universes are a mess right now. So, I mean, before we even get to the meat of the story here, he's basically saying they're all a mess now. Do you get that too, Anthony?
Depending on the universe. I mean, DC in the past, yes.
No, but the way he
Yeah.
in the context of everything he was saying, he started with Star Wars.
Oh,
He
yeah, he
doesn't
was
really
talking about
believe, he
Star
doesn't
Wars,
really
yeah.
believe anything has a singular vision. And then he's
Mhm.
like, and I'm kind of hearing that about DC too, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not that they have a vision or not. It's that the general public have checked out a lot of these franchises.
Yeah, that is
I don't
true.
believe that.
Well,
I don't believe that at all.
Okay. I listen, I think
fans
there's
are still going, but the general public are like, they want to see actual movie.
I know to be fair, Joe,
And
my wife
even
said
so,
she's
they want
she's
to watch
done
them on streaming.
with superhero movies. She won't go. I dragged her to Aquaman 2 after I dragged her to Blue Beetle, and she's like, "I'm done. I can't take this anymore. I'm done. I'm not going any more superhero movies with you."
That's
So,
tough. That's tough.
and we love superhero movies. When we started dating, we got married. We watched every single superhero movie. We went for years, every single movie. And she's done. She's like, nope, not doing it anymore. Okay, so let's
What?
Yeah.
The James Gunn DC verse you're saying you're already hearing is a bit of a mess?
Well, that's bullshit.
what did you say, Joe?
I said that's total bullshit.
Well,
Yeah,
that reaction
try to say
definitely
BS.
was-
Try to say BS. He's swearing too, but I'm gonna cut this out.
that reaction just
like,
felt,
what?
yeah,
Yeah, like
it
even
felt
even,
like
even
played for the
Yeah.
YouTube audience.
Yeah,
even because you could tell by
Like,
John
whoa.
Roca reactions like,
It-
what?
It's like the
Yeah.
trailer reactions, like,
Oh yeah, they're
my
playing up a little
God.
bit, but not as much as like the anti-SJWs or something that want to
Oh,
fit in
hell
narrative.
no.
Oh, it's woke. That's what I heard. You know.
Listen, everyone on YouTube does that. Like,
Yeah,
they
to an
play
extent.
that.
Yeah.
And
All right.
if they don't, then they kind of go.
Fair enough. Okay,
yeah.
so let's see if he gives any facts or just that's all I heard.
A little bit. Can you
Billion projects to do up there, and it's like seemingly one guy with his hand in all of them. I mean, now you've got two hands. I mean, this isn't even like this is like Feige. This is more beyond Feige.
So he hasn't had I'm kind of disappointed in him already because he hasn't really said any like I heard from my source or anything like that. He's just saying he has too many projects. He's only one guy, which I've also said. I said he's putting a lot of pressure on himself, way more than Feige, but he hasn't even said I heard from a person working there. He's basically just said, well, he's only one person.
And that's why it's already full of crap because we know that's not true.
Well,
we know that's not true.
No, I do have concerns, Joe. Even though I'm on board for Superman Legacy, I am and Creature Commando. I do have concerns for movies that he doesn't direct himself. Because
like
that's going to be something new for him to let another director take it up.
That would be something new for him.
That's going to be to be fair. Even though you're a big James Gunn supporter, don't you see that as a challenge?
No,
for James Gunn,
not at all.
Okay,
why would that be a challenge?
Because it's something different for him that he hasn't done yet.
The trick is choosing the right directors, but he's already shown that he's doing a great job with that. We got Andy Muschietti. We've got
and how hands on
and
how hands on he is, Joe. It's going to be hard for him to be hands off.
Well, we want him to be hands on.
I know, but it's going to be. I believe it'll be difficult.
That's what Feige did, and it was a great success.
I have
Well,
a
it's
question
different.
that I could probably Google, but like, who directed that? What's that horror movie that's basically Superman?
Oh,
Brightburn.
oh yeah, that was
James
his.
Gunn didn't
Brightburn.
That
direct
was it.
it,
I
but he
think that was
produced
it.
it.
He produced it. That was his.
Okay.
One, I think. One,
Do you
his
think
second-
Superman Legacy might end up feeling a little
No.
bit like that?
No, hell no.
No. All
It
right,
would
But
be
just
more.
later.
let's
It
see
would
if we
be.
get any substance here, because all that I've heard is just an opinion. This isn't a
It's an
scoop. This is just
opinion,
an
yeah.
opinion. It's too much, which I've done. I've given the same opinion. He's more negative than I am, because I said I just think it's too. It's a lot for James Gunn to take on. It's going to be hard to accomplish everything he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, Feige started out slow. It was like
I can name other
Hulk.
people. Marvel.
Yeah, it was like Iron Man, Hulk. Then we'll kind of allude to the Avengers, but we'll get to that a few films down the road. You're saying Gunn is already coming out with like 5-10 different, is already announcing all these films, and it's getting to be a bit much. Is that what you're maybe sensing?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I just don't know how you run a studio and direct a movie at the same time. You don't see Donna Langley directing movies.
Yeah, because he's got a partner, Peter Safran.
Yeah.
Dum.
Well,
he also like
this is
like James, like what
this
James
is
Gunn said.
extremely disappointing, because about how much this was trending on Twitter, and I didn't want to watch it on Twitter. I wanted to do a reaction of it, Joe. But how much of this is just pure opinion and no, like I wanted to hear like insiders are saying this or that about what.
Yeah, like what James, like what James Gunn say on what James Gunn say on Threads is that.
Go ahead, CJ.
Sorry. People forget that back when they were making Iron Man 1, they did announce they were going ahead and making a bunch of
universe. They didn't announce that. Yeah, they didn't announce that.
But they didn't really, like, the general public didn't catch on until maybe Iron Man.
Avengers.
Or the Hulk and maybe the Avengers.
Yeah, this jackwagon's kind of making a fool out of himself, because he's basically going, he's doing everything. No, he announced projects. They're not making them all right now. It's not like James Gunn's running back and forth and shooting Booster Gold in one room and shooting the Authority in another.
He's really not giving any info. Like, he's called the Insider at the Insider on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's really not giving any info or inside info to come to this opinion. Like, I was hoping that there would be like, I've heard this from this project.
He gets a lot of stuff right. Even Hollywood reported on it.
Yeah,
and then he got his stuff right. That his sources text him. But this is just sound iffy. Also, James Gunn has Peter Safran. When James Gunn is writing stuff, like his DC stuff, he got Peter Safran to do the other business, the half of DC business, the production, the budgets, the marketing.
He's been working with
Safran.
Gunn's been working with Safran for a long time too. Like,
let's see if he has anything else. I heard there was something about Patty Jenkins too. I want to hear what these.
And I get that DC is not Universal Pictures, but like,
yeah,
and
he won't stay off Twitter.
I agree with that. Well, no, he is off Twitter now. He's on Threads.
But yeah, it's him and Peter up there, and
I like it when he answers friends' questions. If it's nice,
they have their work cut out for him.
Well, I wasn't going to bring this up, but since you mentioned the DC stuff, did you see the quote from Rachel Brosnahan this week that made some people get upset in the DC universe about Superman Legacy? Did you see any of this? As she was.
I don't know why would you?
Well, a lot of people that to be fair, even people that aren't just Sneider bros that don't like James Gunn, some people just don't like his humor, and
that is literally she's literally describing
some people don't like the quirky side of DC, which it is quirky. Now I know Joe loves that.
If people recall,
do you think that a lot of these things that these actors and directors say will be forgotten once the movie comes out?
Depends on how good the movie is.
That's every movie.
If the movie is not well received, it's not going to age well at all. Everything's going to be drug up and big.
This movie's going to be huge.
What she say about her Lois Lane? Good. That's how Lois Lane is in the comics.
Well,
she's Marvel. She's smart. She's intelligent. and
I'm not
everything.
opposed to Superman being
What do they
comical
what
as well,
what
but I
do they
don't.
want? What do people want her to say about her Lois? That she's stupid?
I'm open to a different interpretation of Superman. I don't know if a really jokey
come on.
Superman. I'm not saying it's going to be really jokey. They just said he
people do.
always said he has humor, but
Yeah, Christopher Reeve had a sense of humor.
yeah, but
So did George Reeves.
Superman and Clark to me though are pretty straight laced and nerdy a little bit.
That's what she's describing. Like she also says she would be nerdy. She would
But
be
I'm not
a good
opposed to
reporter.
a Superman with it might be a fresh new
That's
take.
the way it should be. That's
Bro,
the
and
Superman.
because and also Lois Lane in the comics has been written differently for the last 10 or 15, 20 years.
Is
Like,
saying the word funny almost like a boogeyman? Like
Yeah, I don't understand.
There's a lot of
It's like-
idiots out there that don't want anything even remotely humorous. They're like,
it's like
oh, we
it's
can't
like
have, we can't laugh.
it's like the dumbed down way to criticize. Like people criticize Zack Snyder, like ooh, dark, moody, and slow mo. They criticize J.J. Abrams. Oh, lens flare. It's the thing you do.
Well, actually,
when you want to criticize James Gunn,
It's not about James Gunn. No, it's not about James Gunn. I hear it about Taika Waititi. I hear
Taika Waititi.
I hear
James
about
Gunn,
everyone.
When people don't like the go-to thing is the humor. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
apparently,
you want the humor. That's
apparently JJ actually took that criticism to heart, and you notice that
I
in
remember that he
Force
did respond to
Awakens,
that, yeah.
he stopped the lens flare stuff.
Okay. Hey, if you're just getting here, please thumbs up the video, share this video, join us on this great channel where we have a lot of great content creators with varying opinions. I think this is one of the best places on the internet to get difference of opinions for entertainment talk. I really do. All right, let's see what else he has to say here.
Don't you think?
No, listen. Joe is a gem with his opinions. He is very entertaining now. It took a little bit of time for me to get used to it. No, and then we have you, CJH, and Anthony, and DL, and people that really disagree.
I really just got used to it.
And then Bruce, who has the worst takes on superhero characters ever, with not liking Deadpool and Daredevil. Oh my goodness,
He knows his comics.
No, he does, but and he's one of my best friends, and I can't stand that he doesn't like Daredevil and Deadpool.
Oh yeah, there's some.
I'm like, no, man.
I
Well,
recognize
even the
that-
comics have the best Daredevil.
And the Beastie Boys. He doesn't like the Beastie Boys either.
I recognize that all film is subjective, but even though all film is subjective, I do find it odd some of the things that Bruce has hated lately, like Godzilla, and yesterday when he was saying he didn't like Space Battleship Yamato.
Well, I didn't see that one. So that got you excited about that Godzilla director, Joe. I want to. You recommend that? I got to see that now. I never really watched the anime. I just knew that it was like people like the anime, and I knew the title of it. I never really watched it. Okay, so let's see what else you have to say here.
He's being asked about it at the Emmys. Yes? No? No, yes? No. Did I lose you? Okay. Well, she was asked about, like she said, I've really enjoyed the collaboration with James Gunn so far. Every single person involved in this production is such a perfect nerd for Superman. We all grew up watching the movie. Some of us were reading the comics. So I feel like it's made with so much love. And I think this Superman will have a sense of humor. We're excited to both put our spin on things and honor the material we love so much. This caused some people to get upset to say that they were taking shots at the Snyderverse Superman.
Oh, look at the eye roll. Woo! That's a good pause. CJ, help me out. The Snyder.
No, I can't do it.
You can't. The Snyderverse triggers people with the eye roll. Oh, Snyderverse. Oh, Snyderverse. You know,
That's
isn't
your
that hilarious?
eye roll?
I can't do it. I'm not good on command. Look at he rolled so hard.
He's
that
a
trigger.
demon.
People have Snyder derangement syndrome.
Did you see this is on topic sort of, but also kind of off topic. Last week there was this thing on Twitter where all these Snyder bros were trying to somebody correctly pointed out that the Snyder bros were all going, James Gunn has potty humor. James Gunn does potty humor. And then somebody correctly pointed out, like, oh yes, Zack Snyder never has potty humor. And they had like a picture of Granny's peach tea. And all these Snyder bros started going, that wasn't even a joke. You didn't know that wasn't a joke?
It is
And
a
I
joke.
explained to them, I go, let me explain it to you. I'm sorry, you didn't get it. It was pee-pee tinkles in there. That was pee-pee tinkles in the jar.
It was sort of a joke to me personally, Joe. It was sort of a joke and sort of like how effing messed
Joe
up
knows
this Lex
that
is.
term
Because
triggers Max.
because that meant it was more like a mind game instead of a joke. To me, I could see how people take it as a joke. I'm not saying you're wrong, but for me personally, it was like a mind game.
And for the
that he
record,
was
I love
playing
that scene.
with that senator, and then she blew up after that. You know,
I kept bringing in bottles after that movie. I kept bringing in big, like 2-liter bottles of lemonade.
It was more
to work parties and writing Granny's peach tea on them.
Yeah, it was more to me towards like intimidation, than.
I was more focused on the explosion in that scene than. Sure.
Oh, hey, Isaac,
Whoa,
you're gonna have to. That's Isaac, the biggest movie fan. You're gonna have to do something with your audio because we get an echo. The biggest movie fan.
Hey.
You're gonna have to do something with your audio because we get an echo. You have headphones. You're gonna have to. You might have to get headphones. Give me a thumbs up when you do you have headphones at all? Type in the private chat because it's going to be if you have headphones. In the private chat.
True singer nerd.
Oh, okay.
If you have headphones.
Oh no, he's still. That's gonna be an echo.
Oh, okay. If you have headphones.
Oh no, he's still. That's gonna be an echo.
All right, we'll try again in a little bit. Let's see what. I'll give you a few more minutes to get settled, Isaac, and then I'll try bringing you in again. Okay, let's see what else he has to say here.
That they were saying the humor of this all. She's pointing and saying everyone's a Superman nerd, essentially implying that people who made Man of Steel were not. I think people went a little crazy on this quote. Do you think it's a bunch of nothing, or do you think this is a coded message to these fans who didn't like Snyder's version of Superman and Man of Steel? What are your thoughts on
that? Snyder fans are going to be perpetually aggrieved. Yes.
What?
Wait, his name
I'm
is
taking
Sneider.
that personally. No.
His name is Sneider.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he
Different
like Sneider?
No.
Sneider.
He was on the record that said Sneider. Oh, where I don't want to get this.
Maybe it's Jeff Sneider fans.
Me and Joe are gonna go back and forth, but that he was on the record to say it doesn't exist. Okay.
If James Gunn liked what was going on there, he would have stuck with it.
Right. Fair point.
He was building a new universe because he didn't like that one. So yeah, he's going to take steps to address it, and this one's going to be lighter and poppier, cheerier, and more cuddly.
Right. Now, there was also a quote from Dolph Lundgren who talked about Aquaman 2.
This was a nothing burger. This was a nothing
It's
burger.
literally a nothing burger.
Yeah. Everyone was going with this. Like it's an opinion piece. It's not a scoop.
Wait, was it because they wanted to start a movement where it was like release the Aquaman 2 cut or something?
No.
Yes.
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren has his strong opinion.
Right, well, let's try Isaac again.
The bottom line is whenever Dolph Lundgren speaks.
Let's try Isaac again. I'll mute you, Isaac. What you're gonna have to do is go to your control panel on your computer and go to sound options and do the sound to your headphones instead of the monitor. If you could do that.
From what I hear, Jacob, it's a better echo than the TV show. Hey-o! Because nobody liked the show Echo.
I
don't know if he knows.
Did you get the joke? Did you get the joke?
The
okay.
Post-credit though. The post-credit scene was basically
no spoilers. I haven't seen it. No spoilers.
Never mind.
Yeah, but we say Max.
I said something controversial here.
Max, he was going to say something.
I think it's better now. Whatever you did, Isaac. Yeah, I think it's better now. Hopefully you can hear us. Or at least the echo's not as bad now. All right, thanks for joining us, Isaac. This is awesome. Can you hear us okay?
Let's see.
Well, whatever you did. Okay. We're technical difficulties. Can you hear me okay? Now I can't hear you. Now we can't hear you at all. You might have
Cannot
to
hear him whatsoever.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all for Jeff Sneider. I'm not sure. I apologize, Isaac. I'm not sure what's going on because now we can't hear you at all. But we're also going to do the mailbag and anything else that anyone wants to cover. I'm sorry. That was a disappointment. The hot mic.
That was definitely a disappointment. That sounds like a opinion piece. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. No, there was nothing.
Jeff.
There was nothing
Like,
of substance there
don't get me wrong.
whatsoever.
Don't get me
It's
wrong.
basically he's like, James Gunn has too much to do.
Yeah.
And in all universes are a mess right now.
Yep.
And nothing of substance whatsoever.
Don't get me. I like Jeff. I think he's a he has his record. He has everything that he's Scoop has been correct and confirmed by the Hollywood Reporter and stuff like that. It's just no that one right there is just an opinion piece, and that's it.
I just feel in my heart, and I hope and I hope and I pray and I wish, and someday maybe my wish will come true, that James Gunn is the guy who can get us to Justice League International.
Well, he loves the comic.
I think he will. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, he
God,
said
that
he
would make
love
me
it.
so happy. That would make me so happy if we got Justice League International.
I mean, didn't he respond to you that he said he loves it?
He said it was one of his favorite comic runs. So
Yeah.
Well, this will be fun before we get to the mailbag, and then hopefully, shout out to Isaac. I really love seeing members pop on for the first time. He's a great person, great supporter of the channel.
You gotta,
Hopefully we could get that worked out where he could join again. He might be just trying to work on settings and everything's restarting. But this is a kind of an interesting favorite movie.
If you're trying to fix it, go through StreamYard YouTube channel, and then they give you step by step on how to do your microphone and stuff like that. What is the comic, Joe, you have?
This is Justice League Corporate Maneuvers. This is from when Booster Gold quit the Justice League and formed a team called the Conglomerate.
I would love to see my.
Hey, Isaac, are you there?
Yep, I am.
Oh, cool. We at least can have you this way. I'm glad you joined us tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, love, appreciate all the support you do for the channel. You know, what did you think of that interview? There wasn't anything of substance there.
Oh, it was. I thought it was fine. I do agree the DC cinematic universe is kind of a mess. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay, but what going forward with James Gunn stuff? You have high hopes for that? You think he'll figure that out? Not connecting the old with the new, but his new stuff. I don't have any doubts about his new stuff. If they're saying connecting it to the old stuff, I don't think that's going to happen. But I have utmost confidence in James Gunn moving forward, doing his thing.
Oh no. I hope James Gunn knows what he's doing. Yeah, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's great that he's filming. They're getting ready to film, right, Anthony?
I believe in 2 months from now, in March or
2
something
months.
like that, I believe. So,
yeah.
Oh, something like that around there. So.
Well, I thought this would be fun, and we're going to do the mail. You can help us with the mailbag, Isaac.
Okay.
But this is kind of interesting. Favorite movie of 1994. Before I bring this up, Joe, you're an expert in movies. Can you think of any movie around 94 that they're going to probably add?
Oh my God! Well, you have Pulp Fiction. You've got Ed Wood,
amazing.
Quiz Show. Paul, what was it? Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump won Best Picture that year. There was a lot of good movies in '94.
Cool. Well, that's 30 years ago. Dumb and Dumber, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption, or
That
something
was amazing. All those 3 movies are amazing.
It's hard to believe for people of a certain age, but the year 1994 was 30 years ago. For this week's poll, we wanted to step back in the time machine and reminisce about what could possibly be considered one of the best years in cinema history.
That was a year before I existed.
Good year. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
If like it went all downhill the next year, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
If like me, you're in your 30s. Yeah, I'm in my 30s. No, I'm almost 42. 1994 holds a nostalgic place due to movies such as Blank Check, D2, The Mighty Ducks, Major League 2, Clifford. I don't remember Clifford came out. The Flintstones.
Did you ever see Clifford?
Oh, the Flintstone with Halle Berry. Yeah.
Clifford is a weird movie, man. Clifford is a really weird movie.
Getting Even with Dad. I never heard of that one.
Oh, that's Macaulay Culkin and Ted Danson.
Okay.
What you mean the Red Dog?
No, Clifford was a movie where Martin Short, as an adult, played a young child. And Charles Grodin was like his uncle, and he played the role on his knees, and he dressed like a kid, but it was adult Martin Short playing as a child. It was a really odd movie.
Little Big League, Angels in the Outfield, The Little Rascals, Camp Nowhere, Richie Rich, and Little Giants. The year also represented the huge breakout of comedy legend Jim Carrey as Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. Were all released during that single calendar year.
I don't think that's accurate.
What?
I think Ace Ventura was 93. Wasn't Ace Ventura 93?
I don't know. But it wasn't just movies aimed at...
Oh, wow. It was 94. Okay.
Shawshank Redemption, Pulp Fiction, Clerks. We would also get 2 now Christmas movies, The Santa Claus and Miracle on 34th Street. Okay. So
you skip north. You skip north. Look, it says, and 2 films that are now labeled as some of the worst ever made. North was the movie that inspired the famous Roger Ebert review. I hated this movie.
Okay.
I'm going to pop out and pop back in. So
okay, that's fine. All right, so let's go through this. I'm going to tell you mine. Cabin Boy, no. Ace Ventura, I really don't like Ace Ventura.
What's wrong? Wait, what's wrong with Cabin Boy? This is how the harem
against it. I'm
man.
just not a fan of it.
Oh man, I got it on Blu-ray.
Isaac, have you seen all these movies, or is there some of these you haven't seen?
I think some of these I haven't seen.
Do you like Ace Ventura?
I never seen that movie.
Okay.
Here's a trivia question for you, Max. Do you remember what the name of the boat was in Cabin Boy?
No, I barely remember. I just rented it and I never really enjoyed it.
The ship was the Filthy Whore.
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
My Girl 2, Blue Chips, Reality Bites. I like Reality Bites. Greedy, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Guarding Test, The
my favorite would be
the Hudsucker Proxy. That's a good one.
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun 33 and a third.
I need to get some Naked Gun movies on VHS.
Well, isn't that getting a remake?
With Liam Neeson, I thought.
I heard it's a part 4.
D2, The Mighty Ducks, made
the son of Frank Drebin.
Clifford, Serial Mom, PCU.
PCU's a good one.
I only just realized that the movie Vacation.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 came out in 1994.
The remake or the reboot Vacation.
Yeah.
That just came out is apparently just another sequel.
Oh yeah.
Because technically Chevy Chase appears as the same character.
Yeah. Ed Helms is playing Rusty Griswold.
All right. With honors, 3 Ninjas, Kickback, The Crow, Maverick. I liked Maverick. Beverly Hills Cop 3, Flintstones, Renaissance Man, City Slickers 2.
The Legend of Curly's Gold.
I found City Slickers VHS at a store, but it was like $5 or $8. I'm like, I could get it cheaper.
We need a Speed 3 that brings back Keanu to restore
The Lion King.
Wolf.
I might have to go.
Wolf is a very underrated movie. I really enjoyed Wolf.
Little Big blown away the shed. I don't think Forrest Gump pulls up.
Wait. What if Speed 3 was a train? does not stop.
That would be that CGH. That's a great idea to bring back that franchise. I really. A Speed 3 should be a train. They've done train movies like that, but
yeah,
that would be interesting. I don't know how the hell you would do that in modern Hollywood.
Yeah, it might get people upset. Like the people, you don't want to inspire people in real life to do anything. You know.
How would you inspire people?
I enjoyed the Flintstones. I enjoyed Flintstones. That was a good
Take
movie.
over a train. I don't know.
Beverly Hills Cops 3 was
the
okay.
first one inspire people
to take over a bus. That's true. You proved me wrong. True Lies, The Client. That's a good movie.
True Lies is amazing. We should get a sequel to True Lies.
Mask, Clear and Present Danger, Airheads, Little Rascals.
The Mask. Oh my God, amazing.
I've never seen the next Karate Kid.
Yeah, that's a sequel. It's okay. It's
nowhere.
I think the girl who should play the character might show up in season 6 of Cobra Kai.
Stargate's on there.
I think Stargate's getting a
I think
reboot.
there's too many movies.
You're going through too fast. You're going through too fast. You passed Star Trek Generations, man. Kirk and Picard together at last.
Rich Mix Nuts. Dumb and Dumber.
That's a good one.
I think I'm actually going with. Where is it?
You don't have the Mask on VHS, Max?
I'm going with Lion King.
Max, you don't have the Mask in VHS?
No.
You should get it.
All right, let's see what gets the top 3.
Alrighty.
Pulp Fiction,
Of course,
Shawshank Redemption,
amazing.
The Crow,
amazing.
Dumb and Dumber, Speed, True Lies, Forrest Gump, Lion King. Okay, what would you have picked, Joe?
It would either probably be Pulp Fiction or Ed Wood. One of those two.
I gotta watch Ed Wood again. I haven't seen that. I only saw it once, and I didn't really give it the time before I started really diving deep in the movie talk, and before I even followed movie talk. I saw it way back in the day. Isaac, did you see any movies there that you have seen that you would say was your favorite? Or there's a lot. I know you're a little bit younger, so I don't know how many of these you've seen.
The Lion King I've seen. The Forrest Gump I've seen. I've seen Angels in the Outfield.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones I've seen so far.
Well, out of the ones you've seen, what would you put up? I would put Lion King. I love Lion King.
Yep, I'll put Lion King on top. That
Cool.
movie.
Cool. It's always good to agree with me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anthony, CJH, or Joe, did you pick what your number one would be?
I don't know. It's either Pulp Fiction or Ed Wood. It's a toss-up. Okay. It's really hard for me to pick.
Anthony, CJH, what would you pick?
It's either Pulp Fiction or the. It would be Pulp Fiction, The Crow, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Shawshank Redemption. That's a good one. What else? And Lion King.
Good job picking one.
I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna give you a definitive answer, and it's neither of the two I originally said. Okay. For me, it's gonna be Clerks. Gonna be Clerks. Clerks was a movie that I fell in love with. I thought the movie was so funny. Instantly became one of my favorite movies. Kevin Smith at that time, I've kind of fallen off because his recent movies haven't been as good. But at that time, he was the funniest guy around. His film, he spoke to me. He spoke to me because of the fact that he was just like us. He was a film nerd. He was like a Star Wars fanatic. He was a comic book guy who just sold his collection and put his own money to get it. Like, he was an inspiration at that time. And for anyone who was interested in film at that time, Kevin Smith was the dream of, like, you could do this too. So I got to go with Clerks.
Did you ever watch Clerks 2 and 3?
I've seen them all, and I was in Chasing Amy.
What about Comic Book Men? That show.
I watched it for a while, but it was a little too staged. And I know that for a fact because my friend was on it. Like it was just.
CJ,
it was all,
did you have
it was
a
very
did you have a
show.
favorite from '94? And then Joe, is there any year that you would think is better than '94? Because that was a pretty epic year based on this article.
1982.
I wasn't
1982 is the greatest year. You got Wrath of Khan, you've got Tron, you've got E.T., you've got Poltergeist. It just on 82, one of the most amazing years for movies ever. And 1984 almost gives 1982 a run for its money.
Cool.
But I'm going to go 82.
Yeah, I was going to say 82 is the other year that I could think of. Let me get to the mailbag now.
Before you get to the mailbag, before you do the mailbag, can I show you something pretty cool here? I was showing you this Justice League Corporate Maneuvers. Well, this cover, that was originally covered to Justice League Quarterly #1. Let me find. I want to find the cover as it appeared in the comic. Here it is, Justice League Quarterly #1. That was the cover. Now look, you see the logo is covering Batman's face. Like Batman is right behind the logo.
Yeah.
Like you can tell. The artist that drew this cover knew you weren't going to get to see Batman's face. He knew the logo was going to cover Batman's face. So, knowing that you weren't going to get to see what was behind the logo, this was the original cover that he drew.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It was the Joker.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, okay, that's funny.
And he knew nobody would ever see that because the logo was going to cover it.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's cool. If they reprint that, I would get that.
That's
for that
cool.
cover.
All right, so it's great. We got a person on the mailbag on the panel. Isaac, I think, is in the mailbag somewhere. All right, let's bring this up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get, if you want to chime in on one of these topics, Isaac, just go right ahead. Go everyone else too. Jacob McKenzie says, Max, your thoughts on 3,000 VFX shots were used to animate Ted in the Ted series. Seth MacFarlane performed motion capture work for 2 hours per week for 22 weeks. Wow.
That is impressive. God damn.
Well, 2 hours isn't that for a week. That's not too bad if you really think.
That's
22
not bad.
weeks, you're like, wow, but 2 hours a week.
I mean,
that's not
Steph
bad.
MacFarlane did the animation for the movie Ted 1 and 2, so I'm not surprised.
Me and my wife are loving Ted series.
I say do it. I say do it. All
No.
right.
Me and my wife are loving the Ted series. It's great. It's hilarious. I can't stop laughing. I think it's one of the funniest thing I've seen in years. Funniest thing I've seen in years.
If you give if Steph is writing, he will give you a great stuff to laugh at, and he's a great writer. That's what I mean. Modern Family Guy is okay, so yeah, I'm not surprised, but that's good. I mean, the fans are asking for season 2, but we'll see if that happens.
Oh, I think it's gonna happen. I think this is instantly rewatchable, and on MME we don't promote certain substances, but it is legal in certain states, and this show would only be more ridiculous if you were. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't miss that's a great question, Daniel.
Nope, I do not. I'm good.
Watching the Ted series, do I miss Mark Wahlberg? Nothing against Mark Wahlberg, but I think it's even more. I think this character works better with a coming of age, teenager turning into a man. And it's actually, he should not be introduced to some of the things that
watch party.
Oh yeah, with Brian. Brian would love it.
I don't have Peacock up here in Canada.
Yeah, we can do a watch party.
I heard that Brian.
No, but
watched
I
it.
do not miss Mark Wahlberg. Thank God. Was forever. So no, I'm good with Mark.
So I would say I nothing against Mark. I don't think it needs. Maybe he can make a cameo in season 2 or something. I don't know. It's a different time period though.
Yeah, it's a different time space, like 1990 something.
Yeah, no Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, he would do a cameo if, like, he saw his future self or something.
Yeah. So good question. I like that he does the motion capture. I think that makes it funnier.
He's probably too expensive for that, though.
I don't think they need him at all. I think it's better. A
Yeah,
better
it's just,
premise
I'm
without
sorry,
him.
any project that is
Ted
good,
and it's like basically Ted in a family sitcom.
Yep, it is.
Instead of just an older guy living with the bear, you know.
It's a younger teenager. Yeah.
All right. So, thoughts on Echo has reportedly gave major audience bump to Daredevil, season 1 and 2, Punisher season 1, and Hawk. I've heard this.
I'm not
I've heard
surprised.
this,
I'm really not
but
surprised.
I don't. I mean, it fits within the same story. I don't think.
I think it's.
Punisher.
You know what I think is funny?
What
is that? So they were originally going to reboot Daredevil and like do a complete redo over, and then they're like, "Oh, this script sucks," and then they're like, "Now it's just going to be season 4, basically."
All right.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised. I mean, Punisher is.
They're like the original idea was much better, apparently. So
yeah, it is. I'm not surprised. Punisher is an interesting one, but I mean, Punisher show up in
Who
Daredevil
here's
season
seen
2.
Echo? Isaac, did you see Echo?
Yep, I seen Echo.
Did you like it?
I thought it was okay.
But you didn't love it, like some of that. Do you like? There's other Marvel series you love. What's your favorite Marvel series?
Favorite Marvel series. I would say between Loki and WandaVision.
Okay, it's not on that level for you, though.
That's a good pick. That's a very good pick.
Am
I'm not
I
surprised.
the one that liked Moon Knight?
No, I thought it was okay until the last episode.
Hey, Cal, how's it going? Okay.
What up?
So it does fit in within the
I don't know if you
story
hear me or
with.
not.
Yeah, it's a little delayed. But yeah. Okay. So it fits within the story, so I understand why people would be interested. I just didn't think it was that great. But I'm happy. I'm happy it's getting some people watching the back catalog of Disney Plus Marvel shows.
But does this mean Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is
No,
still...
it's not canon. Just give up on that.
I say it's all canon or none of it's canon.
Just give up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just
Never.
Doesn't Kevin Feige hate that show?
It doesn't matter. It's disrespectful to the fans.
It's not disrespectful.
Jacob
Absolutely
asked thoughts on James Gunn saying he only has the finale of Peacemaker season 2 left to write.
Good.
It's
Good.
great. I'm looking forward to Peacemaker.
I can't wait to Peacemaker season 2.
Doesn't Daredevil reference stuff from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Like the biker gang or something?
I don't remember.
The truth is, there's literally no reason, not a single reason Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shouldn't be canon, because nothing in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. contradicts the movies. And if it doesn't
the later seasons do.
What's that? No, they don't
later
contradict.
seasons do.
There's no contradictions.
First season was perfectly lined with that, and then the second season, same thing.
Second season, yeah. The later seasons stopped mentioning the movies, but they don't contradict them. So it's like if there's no contradiction, there's no reason it shouldn't be canon.
Okay. I understand. I think they kind of distanced themselves from that project because of the perceived quality of the show.
Inhumans? Well, do you think it was the Inhumans stuff that...
Oh, yeah, the Inhumans. Oh, my God, that's dog shit.
Even the Inhumans, there's no reason it shouldn't be canon. It doesn't contradict.
Oh, hell no. Okay, now you... Okay.
It doesn't contradict anything.
No,
I'm good.
They both cut Medusa's hair. Like,
so what?
It showed it.
So what?
They were power.
Yeah. So next time you see her again, she grows it back. Like,
No,
it
next time you
doesn't
see them,
anything.
next time you see them, it will be a rebooted version of all those
Yeah, but
characters.
don't do that. That's
Except
disrespectful to the
for it's
fans.
not disrespectful. Nobody
It
cares
is.
about Inhumans. It's literally the
No,
worst
when
show
you
ever.
sold it to the fans as it's all connected, then it's disrespectful to go back on your word. If people get invested on the promise that it's connected, you can't go back on that.
No,
What
but
about
no
Gifted?
fans like the
What about-
Inhumans. Inhumans literally the biggest flop in history.
So what?
What about-
It's relevant.
No.
What about the show Gifted, or like Cloak and Dagger?
Those are connected. Those are
Crazy
connected
Joe,
to.
Crazy
those
Joe.
or Legion.
I have to ask. Wait a minute. God damn it.
What?
All right, go ahead, Cal. Go ahead. He's
Go
on
ahead,
delayed.
Ben. I have
Give him
to
a minute.
ask
Give him a
this.
minute.
All right.
Like people like Legion.
No, I just wanted to ask Crazy Joe, what was so special about the Inhumans? Why
Thank
are
you,
you
Cal.
defending
Thank you.
the Inhumans? What was so great about it? It wasn't.
Oh,
that
I don't think it was
It's
great at
trash.
all.
Why are you
No, it
defending
wasn't good. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying you can't remove it. You can't say it's not canon when you sold it as canon.
Well, that's true. And it was. And so well, you're right. And so was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like I was talking about. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't that bad either, in my opinion. I actually gave up after Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider was the best thing they done, I thought. And I liked. And
really?
I liked Daisy or Quake or whatever the
I
hell
think
her
there's
name
things
was
she's gonna
that they
come
called her.
back.
She had like 3 different names. Anyway,
What was the Blade TV show like?
I hope so.
It was good. It was good. I got it right next to me, actually.
No,
somewhere.
that show is not good. Oh my
Could
god.
they?
It was
could they
canon.
say that's canon?
It's
It
not
was
canon.
canon. It was canon to the movies. It was canon to the Wesley Snipes movies.
We'll have to get through these questions. My mother's calling for, I think, for an appointment from my dad. So I'll good like 10, 15 minutes. I apologize, guys. So let's do some more of these questions.
What's gonna throw me
That
off
Blade-
is if they say that the animated
Blade-
X-Men was canon.
That Blade TV series had sticky fingers in it. Yeah, it had a rapper in it. I'm sure Joe.
I've never
doesn't know
seen that
this,
Blade
but the guy who
series.
played Blade in that TV series.
Don't ever
was a
see it.
rapper named
It's
Sticky
terrible. It's the worst thing ever written.
Anyway,
Joe says it's decent.
It wasn't the worst.
Joe
It's not a
Joe's
human's
Yeah.
level.
It was Jeff Johns was the head writer on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So let's get through these questions because my mother's calling. I probably have to get an appointment scheduled
Wait,
with my dad.
can I answer that question that talks about Halo and how?
Yeah, we will. We will.
No, Halo was a huge mistake. That show, not just that scene, but like the whole show is a mistake.
Well, let's get to
I love
Isaac's
that
question
No,
here.
never was a Halo fan.
I thought
Max,
season 1 was
since
great.
the DCU is over, do you think that people are going to care to see Joker 2? Absolutely. I think they have I do believe there's a problem with messaging with DC still, but I think people understand Joker's its own thing. It's the easiest own brand. Like they know that's its own thing. I think even the general public knows that. It's not. Anyone else want to answer Isaac's questions? Do you think because some of the box office draws of the recent DC releases,
No,
this is still before James Gunn Legacy, you think people are going to be confused or they're not going to be interested in Joker 2?
Nah, people's gonna see Joker no matter what. It literally made $1 billion. People love Joaquin Phoenix. People love Lady Gaga. They're gonna see it.
Isaac, Joe, Cal, CGH, are you interested in Joker 2? Isaac, are you?
Wait, where's the Joker 2 question in this? Oh, don't. Okay, I was looking at the Amber Heard one.
Way to pay attention, CGH. What were you going to say, Cal? Are you looking forward to Joker 2?
You know that James Gunn said that he added notes to Joker 2, and that
Isaac,
worries me.
I've been seeing you on here. No, I'm just saying. I just wanted to say, I've seen Isaac around here. I think he's new. I guess I'm not sure. Who gives a fuck? Oh, who cares? I'm sorry, I don't want to cuss. But no, I don't care about Lady Gaga at all. Never have, never will.
Okay.
The what's his name? what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix. Love him. Love
Okay.
him to death. I don't want to see a Joker musical. First of all, I didn't ask for it. Why are you giving it to me? Didn't ask for that first Joker, which was mediocre in my opinion.
Oh.
And actually, I've seen it once, and I'm probably never going to watch it again.
Oh,
I've seen
you're
it
breaking
one
my
time.
heart,
I thought
Cal.
it was mediocre. I thought it was a ripoff of. Wait a minute. Crazy Joe might get what I'm saying. It's a ripoff of The King of Comedy by Martin Scorsese. It's a direct.
That's pretty much like the
ripoff.
joke.
I hated that film.
Okay. Fair enough.
Damn,
Fair enough.
alright.
I don't
Cal,
want to see
you
Joker
just-
2. I didn't ask for. I might have seen it, and then you said, "Oh, it's a musical," and I'm like, "No, no."
Well,
anyway, that's just my opinion.
Cal,
I hope Isaac
I,
sees it.
I,
and he
I
loves
love
it.
Lady Gaga, and I asked for it, so you're not hurting my feelings, though.
No, I'm more worried that James Gunn said that he added notes, and I mean,
Bro, every
what
time,
Aquaman
listen.
2
You really think Todd Phillips is gonna listen to
and
James
Flash.
Gunn? No. Todd Phillips will never listen to nobody. Todd
Flash,
Phillips is an
the
asshole.
Flash ending was changed because of James Gunn, and then
But Todd
The
Phillips
Flash
is
ending.
never
The
gonna
Flash ending had to be changed.
not necessarily.
Well,
And besides, the ending we got was great, so it worked out.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Well, let's get to Jade, our good pal Jade. Thank you,
and
Jade.
then Aquaman 2, the ending was changed because of James Gunn. So,
What was it changed from?
well, I guess whole post-credit scene.
All right. Well, let's get to Jade's question here, and my mother is keep blowing up my phone. What movie will make the top of the box office this year, in your opinion? Good question, Jade. Thank you for participating in the mailbag. Thank you for everyone participating in the mailbag. Deadpool
personally,
3.
We're not expecting.
It's either.
Wait, who just left?
It's
Oh,
either
Crazy.
Joker or Deadpool. Either of those two movies.
Oh, Joe left.
No,
Joe left.
I think it'll be something that we are not expecting. I think Deadpool might come close, but like it'll be the same thing where like people didn't expect Oppenheimer and Barbie to.
Actually,
hit
Doom
off.
could make like.
I think
700
Joker
million.
2 for the Lady Gaga. No, I think Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3. Isaac, what do you think would be the top this year?
I say Deadpool 3.
Okay.
Yep, Deadpool 3.
Cal, what do you think's going to make it the top this year?
Oh, don't forget Gladiator
I don't
2 is
know.
coming out.
That's really no telling.
Okay.
Gladiator
I think
2,
I'm on the money.
again, who asked for Gladiator 2?
Me! I asked for Gladiator 2.
I don't know. I don't. Really?
And the new Godzilla
Why?
Kong.
Why?
Why not? Why not?
Why? Tell me why you need a Gladiator 2.
I don't need it. If
And
it's not good, I can just have the
Hills
old one.
Cop.
Well,
Yeah, Beverly Hills.
There's a
Cop.
ton
yeah, I
of
mean, I
movies
get that.
coming out this
Anyway,
year
I
that-
don't know what to make it. Who knows?
Doom could be one. Doom could be one.
I think Dune's going to make more money than it, but Dune's never a big blockbuster like Star Wars. I don't think.
Doom maybe 700, 800.
I don't
maybe,
think so.
Tops.
I think 400, 500.
No, if the last one made 500, the last one made 500. Is
I thought the last one made 2 or 3.
No,
There's
it
no
made
Bad
some.
Boys movie coming out.
All right. Great question.
Kung Fu Panda.
Another one?
Isaac.
Wait, what's this Transformers 1? Is that a cartoon? Or
I mean, the last one made 402
We're gonna get
402 million.
We're gonna get to one more Isaac and one more of Jacob, and then I apologize. I'm gonna have to do more mailbag tomorrow because my mother's calling. Isaac asks, "What are your thoughts on Sony doing rated R animated movies?" I'm okay with it. Depends on the project. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Great question, Isaac. Really just depends on what the movie's about. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not for it. You know,
I mean, it really depends on the project. I think you're talking about the Spider-Man thing. I think it depends on the Spider-Man thing.
For instance, anime has had lots of different ratings, and they have lots of different storytelling. I think it could potentially help break down the stigma of animation, because a lot of old school movie and TV fans still aren't on board on all kinds of animation. Like, for instance, Joe likes puppetry and stuff like that, but anime, he's not, he's just not feeling it. And hopefully it'll open people's minds to more types of stories in animation. Even though you've got direct to DVD stuff before, I don't know if this means that they're going to release it in theaters too. Rated R animated features in theaters? I don't know. I have to do more research on that.
For sure.
What do you think, Isaac? Are you happy they're doing rated R Sony movies, or do you like the more the family friendly PG-13 or?
It's interesting to see them do rated R anime movies. I'm a little concerned about it, but I don't mind them doing it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you talking about like Sausage Party? That movie? Sausage? It was.
I don't know. That was always going to be R. All right. Well, we have the one more here, and then I'm going to have to end, guys, because I got to talk to my mom about what we're planning is for my dad. Okay. So, Jacob McKenzie, thoughts on Halo star Pablo Schreiber says Master Chief having S was a huge mistake. I argued against it and fought against it, but I don't write the scripts. I only gave my opinion. It wasn't listened to.
So let me get this straight. Okay, all right.
Go ahead.
That sex scene in season 1 was I was like, okay, it came out of nowhere.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah, it was. First of all, you fought them against that, but you don't want to fight them. You don't want to fight them to keep your helmet on. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
No, he fights them to not have it on because he wants to show his face.
I don't care about that. Okay, that guy. Yeah, bro. That
Well,
guy's stupid.
So I think that was one of the more awkward parts of the season 1, but I wasn't like against. Like, I didn't absolutely hate it either. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Is there any salvaging the Halo series for season 2 for you? Do you think they need the course correct?
No, because isn't he basically just Cortana now?
He has a Cortana injected into his helmet, you mean?
No, like he died or something.
Oh, I did. He did it. Yeah,
Cortana took over.
Oh, really? I can't remember.
In the show, yeah.
I can't remember what happened at the end of season 1.
Like,
yeah, I'll have to watch a recap.
He is Cortana now. It
really?
was a bait and switch thing. Yeah.
A bait and switch. I don't know. I have to revisit that ending. Did you see Halo, Isaac? Halo series?
No, I haven't.
You're not missing much. You're not.
not to mention the special effects are like early Xbox animation.
So
it was so low budget.
You have no expectations that they could bring you back with season 2, CJH.
No,
you're not. Are you gonna watch season 2?
No.
Just
no.
Okay, Anthony.
That show's an abomination.
No, I don't think. I'm gonna check it out, but I don't think it will. There's nothing you can improve in the show whatsoever. Nothing.
I think it'll be more of a hate watch.
What about you, Cal? Did you watch Halo? Are you interested in that series at all?
No. I don't play video games anymore, and I have no desire to watch Halo or anything like that. Now I do I liked, and a lot of people didn't like it. That last Mortal Kombat movie, I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay, despite the fact that they didn't actually have a Mortal Kombat tournament. It was a pretty good movie. But
they wrapped the second film. The second film's already wrapped.
Good.
They're just gonna do
good. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. Can't wait.
What?
All
I
right.
didn't even know that. I didn't hear that.
Yep. Yeah. It's wrapped. I'm really excited for that. So I want to thank Isaac, Cal, Anthony, CJH, and Joe. I'm sorry, it is 1 a.m. I would have liked to have done another half hour to an hour, but I got some, family duties. I got to, see when I'm taking my. I think I may have forgot about a doctor's visit.
Wait. Can I say before we close out the show?
Yeah.
That this right here, if you want to watch a legit Halo movie that is actually connected to the video games and has Steve Downs as the voice, and he doesn't take off his helmet, this is the movie for you.
Okay. I think I saw that, but I want to rewatch it. It's not long, right?
No, not long.
They should have. They should have got
It's
Neil.
got the warthog and everything.
Can you imagine if Peter Jackson, he was attached to it at one point?
Yeah, that would have been a masterpiece.
All right. Well, thank you, viewers. Thank you, members. Thank you for all the support. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll be back next week. I'll try to do an earlier stream next Sunday.
Bye, everybody. Have a
Bye,
great
everyone.
night.
Take it easy.
Whatever,
And
Max.
have a great
I don't
Monday,
believe you.
whatever you are.
I don't believe a damn
Believe
word
it.
you're saying.
Believe all the words I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Seems
Thank
like
you,
you
Isaac.
gotta
Thanks,
leave.
Cal.
Sit on the throne of
Well, it is
lies.
1 a.m. I got a 10-hour day tomorrow. I almost canceled tonight. I'm like, no, I'm going to do one anyway.
You supposed to start at 10 o'clock.
I
You're
know.
supposed to start at 10 o'clock.
I was doing a
Live.
lot of stuff. Oh
Anyway.
my god. I'm sorry, Cal.
Damn,
Thank you
you're
for
in
the support.
trouble. We're still live, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Clean your
Bye.
house, Max.
I
Clean your
am.
house. Get your house in order, Max. Get
I
your
am
house
getting
in
my
order.
house on.
Everyone
Thanks,
hears
Let me
this
show the
now.
streams on time. Don't false advertise me with 10 o'clock. That's false
Okay.
advertisement. Anyway,
I
all
get.
right, I'll leave you alone. I'm sorry.
All right, well, have a
That's
good
funny.
night,
That's
everybody.
good. That's good.